everyone, and welcome to another TDR Family Gaming video. This is DroydTDR, and it is Halloween time. As you can tell, I was lucky enough to get one of the Halloween cosmetics. The whole lobby is decorated in the Halloween theme, and there's just so many people playing this game right now. It was pretty easy to join in some raids, so this is a raid that ended kind of funny, so be sure to watch to the end. And this one is, of course, in Steampunk Sewers. It is Nightmare Hardcore, and I am playing the healer again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, as we start out, we're just cruising through. I believe this was Cute Icy 123. I believe this was a group that he just kept running and kept gathering more and more people, and I don't know, just kind of started running with them, and one thing led to another, and this was like our 6th run or something like that of the evening. And we're just getting ready to go into boss 1. Some of the people are still loading in and just making it into the fight. It looks like there's even a total noob without any armor behind me. But anyways, this first boss, this is where you can kind of start sorting out the wheat from the chaff, if you will. Some people know not to outrun the healer, or they just run straight in. Maybe it's an easy way to leech without saying you were leeching. I don't know. But there are some pretty obvious things you don't want to do, like outrun the healer and then stand under the boss, right? And then on these triple hit circles, it can be tough if you get stuck in a certain position to get through them, and really the only thing that can save you is a pulse heal at that time. You can't use the life dash. It's the life pulse that you have to use if you're getting double, triple stack hit. And even that sometimes isn't enough. So, regardless, we got through the boss. Not too many people are down. I know some people died, but they're not showing up too much on my health bar list. So, I'm feeling pretty good at this point. We're doing some really good damage. If things aren't taking too long, we're starting to see some of the overcharge spell. I don't know if people have noticed that one. It was new to me in this dungeon. I'm like, how come no one's ever used that before? It's so cool. And there we got our typical stack hit walking through the door. I don't know if you saw that, but Fire Phoenix ran through the door. He was like the 2nd or 3rd one in, and you will get stack hit if you were like 2nd or 3rd in this room and you're running straight down the center where everybody shoots. All of the cog throwers shoot right there. And so watch that one, right? Go through that door, wait a few seconds maybe before you go in, or try and scoot around the side so that you don't get stack hit. But first group down, working on the second group. We lost another one here somehow. Illusional Panda is down now as well. But moving into this room, now I've been noticing a lot of people die with these spinning slice blade things, and I think it's because there's so much color around, it's hard to tell, especially with heals, that they're actually danger circles. They're green danger circles, not green heal circles. So I don't think we lost anyone in this one, but that's, again, you can see the overcharge spell working on them for a second there. And running down this hallway. Now I noticed some people like running down early and trying to drag these guys up, but I found that really clogs the hallway in the middle. Maybe it saves you a second or two, but things get really messy in the middle there if you do try and drag them up. With those fighter bots, if you're in, maybe a smaller group or something, the real danger is getting them all stacked up. You think there's only 1 or 2, but really there's all 4 or 5 of them there, and then you get stack hit and boom, you're done. So, boss number 2. I tell you, that circle that he shoots is just so annoying. This random yellow circle out in the middle of nowhere, it tends to get somebody, at least a couple of people, every raid I've been in. Someone just stands there or doesn't know they're standing there, and they just stand on the circle and die. Or you're trying to avoid the circle and you have to run into some lines in order to avoid the circle. Anyways, watch out for that circle, right? This one was pretty good though. I know we lost some more people through it, but we still had some mega damage occurring. It is very tricky. This is like herding cats. If you're a healer and you're trying to make sure everyone's getting a blast of healing or a blast of the life pulse in some way. You have to kind of do this intricate circular dance if everyone is spread out. So highly recommend, if you have a little bit of coordination with the team, like just stay either on the front half of the boss or the back half of the boss or the right half of the boss or the left half of the boss, so that the healer doesn't have to, you know, shoot a heal and run to the other side of the room to get the rest of the crew healed up. All right, here we go again. We got some slicer bots, we got some cog shooters, and we've got some fighter bots. So you got to kind of watch all three of those different techniques and different game mechanics in this room. I have seen people unexpectedly die again because the blades are spinning and they don't really realize it. And then they get stack hit by the fighter bots, and they thought there was just one of them, but there were 3 or 4 of them standing on top of each other. All right, here we go. Cannon Blaster 2000, the traditional boss battle. And I think we did pretty well on this one. There's a lot of damage going on. They do try and do a heal usually right when that yellow shows up, so that people have a little bit of an extra boost to get behind some of the safe zones. And I also try to usually do one of the heals right before he does his first round of blasts, the sort of random yellow lines. And then again, we had a bunch of healers here that were doing exactly what I was doing, saying, oh, the yellow showed up, let's give everyone a little bit of extra boost so they can get to the safe zone. And finally, he is almost done. Cute Icy's still with us, hosting this one. We've only lost a couple, at least on the top of my screen, and boom, we got some loot. What? GG's, everyone. We won this one. And then something a little bit wacky happened. So let's see what happened here. We're all waiting to teleport out. Come on. Time to teleport out. Let's go. What's going on? Can we go now? Anyone? It must be just slow right now, right? Nope. 20, 30 seconds later, we're still here. Some people start dropping off. And we're like, well, maybe it'll take us out. Maybe it won't. Not sure. So, basically, I had hours to go and explore Steampunk. Look what I found. Hello, everybody. You can get up here. Check this out. All right, well, thank you all for watching, and if you want to see how I got to some of these places, there's a couple more I thought were kind of cool too. Please leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching this crazy random raid where I was playing healer again, and at the end we had this funky glitch, so I basically had free reign for an hour until I got absolutely fed up with trying to get to cool places. But this was one I think was probably the coolest, but it's also the easiest to get to. If you want to know how, leave a comment down below.